university, I think we were 3 or 4 when I applied in my department.
MashaAllah.
So luckily I was the one that got it.
Hey guys, if you're an international student currently in your first or second or third year, you have a lot to gain in this video. Beside me is Ali Fahad, a very good friend of mine, who is also a mentor, a brother, and a very good student, mashallah, who is excelling academically and extracurricularly. He has been to Germany for Erasmus. He has also been able to get internships. So he's the perfect one to ask about internship and Erasmus and how to balance academic and extracurricular activities. Thank you very much for joining us today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much for inviting me. Erasmus is actually a program for students who are willing to do exchange. Let's say students who are in Turkey who are willing to do exchange in European countries, most especially the Schengen areas. I'm also a YTB student, so I went for 1 semester. So firstly, before I came to Turkey, actually I've been willing to go on Erasmus, and I've made my research on internet to see who can apply and when I can apply. So I had the intention that I was going to apply in my second semester of my first year. So I actually applied in my second semester of my first year. So then I got the Erasmus for winter semester. They call it winter semester in European country actually. So I went to Germany in the winter in Göttingen University to spend 1 semester, and after that I came back to Turkey to continue my education.
Mashallah. So if I understand well, to go in October, which is when winter semester starts, you have to apply a semester before or 2 semesters before.
I applied actually in March.
Okay.
Then I went in October. Yeah.
I think this is similar to the way we do it in Hacettepe too. So in Hacettepe, if you want to go in October, you have to apply in February/March. If you want to go in March or February, you have to apply from October or November. So the way it works in Hacettepe is that they organize the English exam, the language exam. It could be English, French, Spanish, German, about 7 different languages, right? So you take the exam. They organize it in my university. It is organized just once in a year, which is usually January. Is it also once in a year in your university?
In my university, actually, the Erasmus exam is organized twice in a year. So they organize the exams in March and also in October.
Ah, nice. So because it is organized once in a year in Hacettepe, if you miss the exam that January, you have to wait till the next January, and that means you are going to miss 2 Erasmus cycles. So I missed the exam in my second year, that is January, and I took the exam in my third year. So I couldn't go in my first semester of my third year. I couldn't go in my second semester of my third year. It was so painful. I really wish they organized it twice so that at least if we miss 1 semester, we can, get it the next semester. Now let us talk about how to apply. First, you take the language exam, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The results are out within 2 weeks, right?
It took only 2 weeks for the results to be out in my university. Then after that, we are going to wait for the Erasmus office in my school to make an announcement for the Erasmus programs. So while waiting for this announcement, we are going to have at least some insights about the schools that we want to choose. And I would advise that anyone willing to apply for Erasmus program should firstly go to their coordinators, the Erasmus coordinators in their faculties, and talk to them that which schools have agreements with our faculty. So after knowing this, then you also look at the courses that school is offering, if it's equivalent with the courses that your faculty is also offering. So looking at all these things is going to really give you at least a general overview of what you're trying to do and what you're going to do, which school you're going to. So I went to my coordinator and he told me that my faculty has agreements with Germany, Hungary, and Czech Republic. Then after the announcement, then I applied through my school portal itself. But I think now my school actually changed its portal to Erasmus Bashvuru Nokta UA, I think. So there is this Erasmus agency, Erasmus agent, like general agent of Erasmus in Turkey, which all universities using now. So, but my school had its own portal, like Erasmus Nokta, Erasmus Nokta Aibu Nokta Edu.teri or something. So I applied through that portal itself. But now people are applying through that portal. So after applying through that portal, they are going to ask you for your transcript. They are also going to ask you for your semester because it's really important. So I applied, like I said, in my second semester of my first year, and I went to Erasmus in my first semester of my second year. So this is how it went.
Mashallah. Thank you very much. I think that's everything. You apply in March, you go in October.
Yeah.
To apply, you first of all check out the universities,
Yeah.
check out the courses,
Yes.
try to match them,
Yes.
speak to your coordinator, ensure that there are countries and universities that have agreement with your department,
Yes.
and then apply when it's time.
Yeah.
All right. Now, can you please tell us what kind of candidates usually get Erasmus? What are the conditions to win? Like, what do you need to get it?
Yeah, you're right. So actually, Erasmus program, for you to win Erasmus program or for you to get Erasmus program, it's based on your academic performance and also the English exam. Just these two. You don't need anything else. You don't need any documents.
No extracurricular activities.
No extracurricular activities, nothing. So in the English exam, at least if you got maybe 90, 80, and you have above 2.2 all over 4, Turkey uses I think 4 points in their CGPA. So if you have 2.2 upward, I think in some universities it's more than 2.2 though. What about yours?
In mine it's actually 2.2, I think.
It's point, okay.
Yes, the minimum is 2.2 in HGTP as well. But in some universities, I heard it's 2.5.
In O2, yeah.
In O2?
In O2, it is 2.5.
Yeah, okay. You need to check that too.
Yeah, you need to check also. So, if you have 2.2 or more, over 4 in your CGPA, you can apply for it. So, this is how they calculate it. The Erasmus English exam is going to be calculated over 50, and also your CGPA also over 50.
It takes 50%, 50%.
Exactly. The Erasmus exam is 50%. And your CGPA also is 50%, then you are going to calculate the two together and have some marks. If students who applied in your faculty have more, let me say, more academic or more high scores than you, higher CGPA than you, then they are going to get it because this is what they look. They don't look at maybe you're a student, you're a citizen or not. They don't look if you're foreigner or not. They don't look if you're participating in curricular activities in the school. No, you just look at the two only. And they are going to share everything online. You're going to see, okay, this person has CGPA more than me. Okay, this person has this more than me.
That reminds me too. Exactly. So my experience is very similar to this. HGTP says you can apply if you have 2.2 and above, and if you have a score of I think 65 and above in the English exam.
Yeah.
So let's say you get 100% in the English exam or whatever language exam you take, that is already 50%. And let's say your GPA is 4.0, that's also 50%. So you have 100%. You are definitely getting a country or a school to go for Erasmus.
Yes.
Now, so they calculate that and they publish the results online. There is usually a PDF that is uploaded by the Yabanji Dilla Yüksekokulu,
exactly,
the school,
foreign
higher institution for foreign languages. Yeah. So they usually upload this in collaboration with the Erasmus Coordination Office. They upload the results and you can see. Did you take English exam?
I took it actually. Yeah.
For Germany, you took English exam?
Yeah, it doesn't matter the country you're going to. Even if they are speaking another language in the country, you have to take that English exam. It's compulsory.
In your university?
In my university, yes.
Oh, really? So I have a friend who is going to France. He didn't take the English exam. He only took French.
Maybe he's gonna take his lessons
in French.
In French.
So it depends on the language in which you're going to be taking your lessons.
Yeah, exactly.
I see. That makes sense. Yeah. If I'm not going to be taking any class in Arabic, I don't need to be proficient in the language.
Yeah, besides no Arabic in Europe.
No Arabic. My bad. Let's talk about after you have applied, you have seen the results. Luckily, you are accepted. How many students are accepted in your department?
In my department, actually, they have what is contingent in English?
Quota.
Quota, yeah. For my department, they have just one quota for every student every semester. So luckily, I got the opportunity. I think we were 3 or 4 when I applied in my department.
Mashallah.
So luckily, I was the one that got it.
No, yeah. Allahumma barik. You deserve it. You work hard. At least he's a very hardworking student, mashallah. You should learn from him, mashallah. Oh, but just one. They should increase the quota, right?
I think the reason why they don't want to increase, let me say, the quota in my faculty is because most people don't apply. Yeah.
Really?
And the reason why most people don't apply is because of the English.
Let me mention this, guys. As an international student here, you have an advantage. Why? Because you're going to, if you speak English already, you have a greater advantage over the Turks. In his department, I believe there are very few international students. How many are
in my department, let me not say my department, but just my class, we are just 2.
Just 2. So imagine that, so if the Turks were to take the English proficiency exam, they would be, they would be hesitant to take it. Why? Because they don't speak English, and even those that speak, don't get the chance to practice, and that's why the confidence level is actually low. But at the same time, there are some of them that, mashallah, they get 100 in this exam. So
yes.
Allah, they are so good. They practice well for it.
Yes.
They solve past questions, and they do so well in it. So I'm not saying that in any way that the Turks are not good in this. No, what I'm saying is that they are usually hesitant to take the English, especially because of the speaking part and the listening part.
Yes.
When it comes to grammar and okuma, reading and filling in the gaps, they are good at that. They know it very well. So this is what I mean by you have a chance, because you already know this. You are used to speaking the language. Imagine if you want to go to France for your Erasmus and you already speak French. You just need to practice a bit and aid the language and then apply. Have a good CGPA. If you can keep your CGPA above 3 and get like 95 in the language exam,
yes,
I think this person has a 90% chance, right?
Yes,
a
of
very
course,
high chance.
A very high chance of getting Erasmus.
Yeah, because this is a very great opportunity. Like, so many international students here that are not tapping into this opportunity. Something they cannot apply. Something they are no good schools. Something is something meant for the Turks only and not for international students.
Some things maybe they can only apply in their 4th year or 3rd year.
Exactly. No, you can apply from the 2nd semester of your 1st year, just as Ali did, and go as early as the 1st semester of your 2nd year.
Yeah.
You can go in the 2nd semester of your 2nd year or any other time till you graduate. All right. Now we have one more question, Ali. Can you please tell us the visa process? How long did it take? How much did you have to pay? When did you go? What about the flight tickets?
Yeah.
Please help us out.
Thank you very much for the question. Regarding finance, actually, Erasmus itself does not give you, or does not buy your tickets for you, does not get accommodation for you, does not do anything. Erasmus just give you money to fund everything by yourself. And they also write it that this money we are giving you is just going to cover some of your expenses. So they write it there normally. So if they give you money, then you can apply for accommodation yourself, buy your tickets yourself, pay for your visa yourself, and do all other things you want to do. Before you go, they are going to give you 80% of the amount of money they are going to pay you. And when you come back from Erasmus, they're going to pay you the remaining 20%. You are only going to get this money after you collect your visa. Let me talk about Germany a little bit. Germany visa process is actually very easy for the Turks also and for the international students. For the Turks, they are going to apply through e-data. So e-data is like an agent for the embassy, which receive application from Turkish people. But as an international student, I couldn't apply to e-data because they wrote it on the website that you can't apply here, you have to apply directly to the embassy because you're not a citizen. So then I sent a mail to the embassy, to the German embassy in Ankara, and they replied my mail 2 weeks later, and they gave me an appointment 1 month later. So I went to the appointment with all my documents that they requested from me. The document they're going to request from you is nothing new, just transcript, the letter from the university, letter of funding, your passport photograph, your international passport, and also Germany itself is going to request something from you, which I think I should talk about. So they are going to request something called block account, which means you have to open an account in Germany, which states that you have enough money to fund yourself. Germany wants every student to have 935 euros in their account. So, and the Erasmus is only giving you 600 euros. So the remaining 235, isn't it? The remaining 335 euros, you have to put it in a block account. So let's say you're going for 5 months, you have to multiply 335 times 5. So you have to put this amount of money in a block account in Germany, and you have to show the embassy with all your documents you're giving to them. So with this, you can get your visa at least in 1 week. I mean, maximum 1 week, because I got mine in 3 days. So, but for other countries, it's totally different. Also, some other countries they don't even request for money. They don't request for block accounts. For example, Poland. Poland will never ask you to deposit any money in an account in Poland. So they might ask you to show them your account in Turkey or something. Of course, that one is something very easy you can do. So also, I think France does not ask you to deposit any money, because I have a friend who applied to France lately. I mean, the French embassy lately. So they did not ask him to have any money in his account, to deposit any money. So Czech Republic also does not ask you to deposit any money. So I think Germany is kind of
it's different.
different in this process.
I see.
So, and also the visa process is different for every country. Germany, for example, does not collect any money from you while applying for visa. It's free for Erasmus students. Czech Republic collects money, I think 85 euros or something. France also, I think they collect money, yes. Poland also collects money. I just know about these 3 countries for now. I don't know about the remaining countries. So, and also, let me mention the last thing. The duration for your visa to come out differs from country to country. Germany came out in 3 days, and all the people who are applying to Germany, all the students who are applying to Germany, always tell me, my visa came out in less than 1 week. But for Poland, for example, I had a friend who applied to Poland. He got his visa after 1 month. So for Czech Republic, one of my friends, they got his visa after 1.5 months. So my advice for you is, after getting your documents from your university, apply as early as possible to the consulate or to the agency which is going to work on your visa.
Wow. I'm surprised at how much information is here. Wow, mashallah. Okay, let's do this, Ali. Is there a way to get all this information online? Like, how do you obtain this info? Does your school tell you?
No.
Do you have some Telegram channels? Because I know of one. So how do you know?
No. This is just it. The country you're going to, for example, I'll always give example in Germany because I went there and I have experience about it. So after I got my mail of acceptance, and I didn't even wait for my university to send me the letter of funding that I'm going to use for my visa procedures. I quickly started looking at the internet for how to apply for German visa for Erasmus students. I got some information there, and luckily, I think all consulates, or let me say all embassies here in Ankara, German, Polish, French, all embassies, they have some kind of documents online that is going to give you directions or guidelines about the visa process. So Germany has a PDF documents online already for Erasmus students. So you don't have any problem at all. You just go online, type it, German visa, Erasmus students, Ankara. So the document is going to come out and you can read all the documents you need. So also for other countries, it's the same. I applied to Austria for a friend who is going for internship days ago. So I also saw the Austrian embassy documents online. So all these embassies, they have the documents online for visa procedures, most especially for Erasmus students.
Oh, that's nice. And if it's online, alhamdulillah, it's better. In addition to that, you can always go to Instagram. There are some accounts there that, okay, they are Erasmus accounts, but when you type to them through DM, they can answer your questions or recommend you to a Facebook group or a Telegram channel or somebody who can help you out, because those managing the account usually know the process. They have helped a lot of students and they can always guide you. I'm going to leave some links in the description below to help you guys get started. If you're on Telegram, just search Erasmus Poland and you see so many channels that would pop out as a result. Okay, click on any of them, type your question, send it. I'm sure somebody will answer.
Let me add to that, lest I forget. So always keep your coordinator, your department coordinator, aware of everything you're doing. Even if you're having any problem regarding visa procedures, always tell your coordinator that I don't know how to do this, and they're going to help you. You can always tell them, even if you don't know how to apply for the visa, that is there any student who has gone to this country before in our department? I need to talk to them. So they can send you their mail or give you their number or connect you with them one way or the other, and you can talk to them directly, and they can give you all the information that you need.
Ali, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We have come to the end of this. Just to round up, in one sentence, what would be your advice to year 1, year 2, year 3 students who are currently studying, who are international students in Turkey and want to improve their academics, get Erasmus, get internships, and generally they just want to become better students? What would be your advice to them?
My advice actually is going to be like this. So it is not too late to start anything. So you can even start today, you can start tomorrow, but I would advise that you don't procrastinate, because procrastination is a big disease that can ruin someone's life. So from your first year, let's say for our prospective students who are just coming to Turkey, Turkey actually is not a land for you to come and enjoy only, because education is really hard here. So let me not just try to make you happy by saying it's easy. No. So anyone who says education is easy in European countries, in foreign countries, Nigeria is more harder, this place is more harder, is just trying to deceive you, make life look like a fantasy to you. So you have to really prepare. You have to read morning, night, every time. You have to read a lot, and also you have to talk to your lecturers, because you're a foreigner here. So it's really gonna be hard for you not talking to anybody. If you don't understand anything, go to them. If you see students creating a reading group, join them. So don't just miss out. Don't be like, I want to talk to these people, I won't talk to this lecturer, I want to do this. Be open every time. Don't procrastinate. And be open to your lecturers. This is just it. So when you open to your lecturers, if you don't understand something, you can talk to them.
If you need help, you can get help from them. And even if you need to get internships, you can always ask them. They can always connect you to industry professionals, or perhaps some laboratories that they are in partnership with. Alright guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum.